Many Chicagoans may be unaware that sex human trafficking is happening in their city. Chinatown and Navy Pier are some of Chicago's biggest tourist spots, but also common places for sex human trafficking. I'm Jamaica Davis, reporter from GlobalGirls Media. We're standing outside of Overflow Coffee Bar where we're about to interview Thelma Grifaldo, an advocate who helped those who are victims of human trafficking in Chicago.
Human trafficking is just any time that somebody is being used for labor or for sexual profit, things like that, where they're not getting paid and, they're working like really long hours and, not able to have any kind of freedom. They're not allowed to leave, and basically they're used as a slave. Most people think it's something that only happens in other countries, like Thailand and Europe. And it's always just a shock that that's something that's happening around the corner from my house. So to know that that can happen and that it's right here makes me want to just kind of talk to people and be vigilant and things like that. I was out there on the streets, running around, things like that. It's like I think that I tend to understand more of what a lot of the girls now is going through. They're not asking for this. They don't want this. Nobody asks for a life like this.
Rachel Dirkschlag is the executive director of Chicago Alliance Against Sexual Exploitation. She talks to young men to prevent them from buying sex. Her main focus in her organization is to stop the sex demand on women.
I would tell young women just to be very cautious about older men who come into their lives. I think that we send young women these messages that to be a success, you have to be desirable, and pimps know that. And so they come in and say, you're so beautiful, and nobody appreciates you like I do. Question that, because if someone's significantly older and they're trying to bring you into their lives, he probably has a different motive for why. When I was in Thailand and I was working with young women, there were 9-year-olds from Cambodia where we were, and obviously they had been kidnapped or sold. There was one girl who had knife marks covering her entire body. There was a girl who had been set on fire. And so you saw the physical manifestations of the harms they experienced. What amazed me was the depth of their resilience and how committed they were to not letting this destroy them, but to rebuild a stronger life.
If you suspect any human trafficking in your neighborhood, call 888-3737-888. I'm Jamaica, reporter from GlobalGirls Media, and this is Our World and My Voice.